Wow. And that is how it died. That is how death came. Girl, this is just to tell you, you need to take care out there. It doesn't matter it's who it is. Just take care, because I don't want you to die like I did. Hey guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. Kindly, if you're new here, subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like, comment, share. Let's grow, yeah? Okay, so the story time. I just want to share with you a story of how death literally came. Yeah? So I have this friend. He's like a brother to me. Yeah? And then there's this other guy, is sort of not my friend, but sort of my friend. Iko katikati haieleweki. Okay, so, and then there's this girl in the middle. Yeah, of course, you guessed it. The story ya mapenzi. Mapenzi. By the way, this is just to show you, before you get into any relationship or before you get involved with people out there, you need to be very careful and don't let your guard down, because what I'm about to share with you, okay, so friend A, yeah, friend A who was like a brother to me. So there is this girl they met. There is this girl and blah blah blah. They fell in love, and all that like stuff, yeah. And then there's this other guy. He also wants the same girl, yeah? Now, it all comes down to this girl. This girl doesn't want any... Okay, I wouldn't say doesn't want, but this girl doesn't know what she wants, yeah? Because at this point, she's with my friend A. And at this other point, she kind of wants to be with friend B, yeah? Now, this is where the juicy part comes from. So, it came down to me because both of my friends, like individually, told me they want this girl. Now, I just came and told this girl the honest truth. A, these guys want you, and you really need to pick her, because she was also like, she kind of wants all of them, but doesn't. So she like wants to be with everyone, yeah. So I told her she really needs to choose, because there's no way she can have both. There's no way she can have both. Okay, yeah. Actually, yeah, she can have both Kenya, but to realistically, to be realistic and not to be like a whore. She kind of needs to be she needs to be one. So I tell her to pick one, and she picks friend B. And then friend B is there, all like, oh, it's cool, it's cool, Little did we know, me and my other friend, little did we know that this girl and the other one who was rejected, they started hooking up. You were rejected and this one was chosen, but you're hooking up. Like, what the heck? What the heck? So they started hooking up, but we didn't know. Then there was this time I invited both of them to a sleepover. Yeah, okay, not a sleepover because we boys don't have sleepovers. I'll say pulling an all-nighter. Yeah, let's say pulling an all-nighter. So with the three of us, we were pulling an all-nighter. So friend A came, but friend B was not there. He wasn't there, and when we tried reaching him, he was like alikuwa mteja, we didn't know where he was. Okay, so as much as yes, the girl chose friend A, we knew that they were still friends. to ile urafiki. Get the difference. We didn't know they were hooking up, but we knew they were friends. So we tried to reach the girl. Okay, the girl pia komteja. And then we are like, what is going on? Because it was so unlike friend B to be mteja. Hakuangi mteja. At any time hakuangi mteja. So we decided to go to his place instead, just to make sure he was okay. Yeah. So we go to his place. And kufika kwake, the door is open. What the heck? Anyway, the door is open. So we don't, obviously he's inside. So yes, I know we are not supposed to enter somebody's place without knocking or invasion of privacies, but hey, we are like bros here. Yeah. So tunaingianga kwa wenyewe vile tu tunataka. Haya. So anaitwa nani? Friend B. Guess what we find? We are at now, tumeingia kwa nyumba. Guess what we find? You guessed it. Friend A, not friend A. Friend B and the girl together doing whatever it is people do when they hook up. You can imagine the scenario. So my friend was so shattered. The girl didn't even know what to explain, because I demanded for an explanation, because what the heck is this? You choose this guy and then go to hook up with this other guy. And then you, friend B, I thought we were bros. We were bros. You're supposed to be on our side. How would you like stab us in the back? Okay, not to me specifically, but how would you stab friend A in the back? You know that is just so low. That's just so low. So what he decides to do, friend A, he gets out to breathe, and then I'm left there to deal with their drama. So I first leave. Okay, the girl leaves, and then I'm there with friend A. And then I talk to him, telling him what he did was wrong, stabbing us in the back like that was just horrible. So I leave him in the house to go and check on friend A. You know where friend A was? Now we were on a, like kwake, he lives on the first floor. So kutoka kwa nyumba, I find friend A sitting on, okay, si mnajua kwa ploti, kwa like the veranda, kuna hiyo inaitwa metal bar or something, ako kama chuma kaya kana kwanga hivyo. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. So we find him seated there. We find him seated there. Okay, so we find him seated there. And I'm like, hey yo, kwani unataka kufanya? This guy literally jumps. Anaruka na anaanguka chini. And that first floor, si ati ile karibu na the ground floor. It's like high, as much as yes, the first floor. It's high, very high. This guy anajiangusha from the rails. Yes, inaitwa rails. Anajiangusha from the rails. Yo, that was I don't know to say traumatizing or epic or stupid or what? You will jump from the first floor because of a girl, because you find a girl cheated on you. Anyway, I remember there was a woman who was like a Bochini, and she was, and he screamed, and literally everybody came. And of course, he fractured his ankle. He didn't die because, yes, as much as yes, again it was high, but it wasn't that intense. He didn't die, but he did fracture his ankle. He did not. He fractured his ankle, and that just goes to show that this guy was in deep love with friend A to an extent he ended up fracturing his ankle and in a plaster, all because of a girl. Now, wait, this is serious. This is serious. Okay? This just goes to show you, as much as we can't control how love hits you, we can't control how things, we can't control any of that. But what I can say is, okay guys, don't go so low. Okay, not go so low, but don't, you see, simp your design. Don't simp that design. Don't even know what to say. Bottom line is, take care of yourself. When you fall in love, I feel like this is the best advice, or this is the best solution to people out there. When you fall in love, don't give too much of hope. Then you don't have so much high hopes, because when you have so much high hopes, you'll only end up getting crushed to that extent you'll be willing to do anything. Now it just shows, si kama tungekuwa 5th floor, huyu mtu bado angejirusha because he wanted to kill himself because of the heartbreak. Now I'm assuming, okay, not even I'm assuming, it's obvious that this person had so much high hopes. Yani alikuwa na so much high hopes that he ended up being crushed. So that's the first thing. Usikuwe na high hopes. Lower your expectations. Yes, you like this guy, yes, you like this girl, but lower your expectations, yeah, so that just in case maybe this is the person, okay, this person akiawa watoto. Anyway, I was saying, just in case you find that this is the, are you kidding me? Just in case you find that that girl that you wanted to date, or that boy you wanted to date, isn't the person you actually thought, just you won't actually be crushed. You won't actually have to go on through that, because at least you managed your expectations. So until you are sure this is the right person, until you are sure you know this person inside and outside, lower your expectations. I'm not saying don't try. Yes, go try, go date, fall in love, do whatever. Just lower your expectations, because you never know. If this friend A, if he lowered his expectations, then maybe the reality, when reality hit him, he wouldn't have expected such a blow. Yeah. Also, before falling in love, make sure you know make sure you really know okay, before you commit. Let me not say falling in love. Before you commit, make sure you know who this person is. Before you commit, if you're a girl, make sure you know who this boy is. Before you commit, if you're a boy, make sure you know who this girl is. It's better to date for 2 years. Okay, or rather just hanging out or just being there without commitment for 2 years, because at least you will get to know what this kind of person is. Now, had friend A known what this kind of person is, maybe he would have, before committing, say I told you walichaguana, before aitikia kucommit, maybe he would have, he would have guessed or had a glimpse of who this girl really is, and decided to lower the expectation. And also finally, well, this goes to everybody: trust nobody, because even that closest friend you call your friend, you call your bro, will eventually start stabbing the love. Now, staki kualika hapo, but I'm just saying, I have my guard so high. I won't. It's hard for me to trust anybody. So do the same, like trust nobody. In this world, Kenya, your bro, huyo mwenye unaita bro, will literally stab you in the back. So trust nobody, maybe your parents, and trust God. Of course trust God, because He will always have the best interests for you. But when it comes to other things like bros, nini, my friend, trust nobody. Otherwise, if you just keep on trusting everybody, you just keep getting stabbed in the back until you eventually die. Like, now, the two of you, I know you are, okay, the three of you, I know you are watching this video. Siko baya, but hey, we have to educate people, and you girl, I don't want to mention you, but you know what you did, that was so low of you. Even friend B, you know yourself, that was so low of you. Friend A, that was also stupid to have wanted to take your life over a girl. That is also stupid. Yeah, that mnikujia vile mtanikujia, but that was stupid. Well, anyway, that was my story. That was my short story. And you really need to go. Kindly, if you are new here, make sure you subscribe, like my videos, comment, do whatever. Yeah, and I hope you have a lovely evening, or whatever it is that you